One night in Jerusalem, King David was walking on his rooftop when he spotted a beautiful woman bathing nearby. David asked his servants about her and was told she was Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah the Hittite, one of David's mighty men. Despite her marital status, David summoned Bathsheba to the palace and they slept together. Bathsheba later discovered she was pregnant, and David's reaction was to attempt to hide his sin. The king commanded Uriah to report back to him from the battlefield. Bathsheba's husband dutifully answered, and David sent him home, hoping that Uriah would sleep with Bathsheba and thus provide a cover for the pregnancy. Instead of obeying David's orders, Uriah slept in the quarters of the palace servants. He refused to enjoy a respite with Bathsheba while his men on the battlefield were still in harm's way. This showed integrity that David lacked. It became apparent that David and Bathsheba's adultery could not be covered up with the scheme. David enacted a second, more sinister plan. He commanded his military leader Joab to place Uriah on the front lines of battle and then to purposely fall back from him. This plan would expose Uriah to an enemy attack. Joab followed the directive, and Uriah was killed in battle. After mourning, Bathsheba married David and gave birth to a son, but the act David committed displeased the Lord. When David and Bathsheba's child was born, the Lord sent the prophet Nathan to confront David. Nathan used a parable to illustrate David's wrongdoing. The parable depicted a rich man who unjustly took a poor man's beloved lamb instead of using his animals to feed a guest. David, outraged by the injustice in the parable, condemned the rich man's actions. He was unaware that he was the rich man in Nathan's story. Nathan then exposed David's sin with Bathsheba. Although Nathan declared that David's sin was forgiven, he prophesied that the child would die. True to the prophecy, the child died, and David's household faced further hardships. 4 of David's sons suffered untimely deaths, fulfilling the judgment David pronounced upon himself. In the account of David and Bathsheba, we find many lessons. First, secret sin will be found out. Second, God will forgive anyone who repents. Third, sin's consequences remain even when the sin is forgiven. Fourth, God can work even in difficult situations. David and Bathsheba's next son, Solomon, became the heir to the throne. Even in dire situations, God has a plan that serves his sovereign purpose. If you enjoyed this story of King David, please like, comment, and subscribe.